Hi everybody, Joe Wilkes here today for Aeterno with the first StopDropGaming League race of the season here in Melbourne for the first race. Starting P5 on the grid after a pretty good qualifying actually. Managed to string a decent lap together, but the race was going to be about tyre management as well as a million and one other things. The first thing is to get a good launch, which I do manage to get a decent launch. And now I've just got to stay out of trouble into the first corner, get a little shove from behind Aeterno as I just catch his front wing, and that's me off, the only car on the whole grid that's off, and down to P12, and well, could have been better, let's say. As now we skip to the S section of lap 1, we go down the inside of Trapped Boy ITFC. What a move that is. And now at the end of lap 1, stayed in P11, and it's just about now hanging on to the tails of these guys. I managed to get a decent exit out of T1, bit hard corner cutting actually, and now as we go on to the run down to turn 3, this is a real good chance to go up the inside of Red J55 and Jitter 87, and Jitter goes wide, and that's Aeterno as well, and I get a good run on Red J as well. And as we go up to, is this turn 7, turn 8? I'm not quite sure. Oh, Red J goes wide, and now it's about taking Matt 231. You'll see a lot more of this during the race, but Matt managed to just hold me off there, but I managed to get a decent run on him here as we come up to the S curves, and managed to get in his slipstream a little bit as I go down the inside and just catch the back of him, and we both run wide. Now we've got Aeterno on our tails. He comes past me just about and taps the back of Matt, and now we're both off. I don't know why I went off, but it's the end of lap 3 and my tyres have already gone. I was hoping to get to lap 5 or lap 6. Probably knew it wasn't going to be lap 6, seeing as I'd had to do 2 flying laps in qualifying. So I'm trying to get the jump on Matt 231 on Aeterno by pitting early, but that has basically thrown the 2-stop strategy out of the window. Decent stop, put the primes on, it's the only option really. Good stop though, good stop. Pit stops are a lot quicker in this game, definitely, than 2012. And now I've found a nice little gap in P12 as Jitter is in as well. And tyres not quite up to temperature, but they will be soon, and lap 6 means they're definitely up to temperature. And I'm back on the tail of JITFC, and oh, that's harsh, but I just haven't been able to get my lines right all race, and pretty deserved penalty I suppose if you take it as an overall, but that's someone going really wide there. And it's Scott Gameplay, my teammate. Looks as if he might have lost the front wing. I'm not sure what actually happened. Might have to hear from him on that one. And now we've got JITFC ahead of us, and in the DRS zone at the end of lap 9 as he runs pretty wide. And we've got a few cars coming into the pits here, one of which is Matt, so we've managed to get the jump on him, which is good. And as we start lap 10, that Williams bottoming out at the end of the straight, the fastest part of the circuit actually, but I'm in DRS, don't quite get on DRS maybe early enough, but as I run down the inside, will I be able to get the move done? That is oh, what a move that is. That's brilliant for myself, and I've got to thank Jay for giving me enough room. Being fair, I guess that's what leagues are all about really. But he's managed to stay onto the tail, and tyres have gone by lap 13 already, blistered on the left front, just didn't come in when I should have done. One lap too late, and that's done for me to be honest. And I'm crawling back home to the pit, moving over because there's no point. I mean, Aeterno, I presume he's, well he started on the primes, but as I run into the gravel, he's going to get the jump on me anyway. As I'm in for my second stop of the race, no chance of a 2-stopper now. As we're on the new set, 5 laps into this stint, and I've got Matt 231 on my tail. This is a great battle that we've had throughout the race with each other. But remember, I do have that 10-second time penalty, which is going to hinder me come the end of the race. So Matt tries at the end of lap 18, nothing else really happens out of the DRS zones, but he's got a really, really good toe off me. Doesn't seem to have the top speed. He did admit to that. He said he was stuck too many laps behind me, he just didn't quite have the top speed. But I just managed to get away from him enough on the curves, as he'll try and run one off the inside, but I've seen that one before. I've seen the late brake up the inside, so cover that move. I haven't, however, seen anybody get around the outside on that corner, which he didn't do, which was good, I suppose. But he's really, really close to me now. Again, just take that inside line, being a bit greedy, taking every little bit of the track that I can get, and he's really got a good toe off me now, as he'll come up the inside on this corner. Will he tries to brake a bit later, but I've still kept P6. I suppose, you know, it's ruining his race, it's not ruining mine, it's just adding a bit of excitement to my race. As he'll try it through the S-curves, but I've been pretty good through here all weekend, which is good. End of lap 21, coming from a final stop, just have a look at the other drivers, see what sort of strategies they're on. And what I was oblivious to at this time was that I hadn't changed my tyres to set the primes, and they stick a set of options on. And that was the end of my race, really. It just about summed up the race. I mean, I've got to do 8 laps on these sets of tyres, which normally only last about 5 laps, so it was going to be a struggle to the end. So as we're here on lap 25, they tell me to pit, but the tyres don't look too bad. I mean, I've managed them pretty well. I mean, I've got Mach 231 again on my tail, no surprise there. But as we hear on lap 28, tyres are absolutely gone, and that's the leader. I mean, I saw Mach 231 was behind me, but Rob 1 NJ, I just didn't realise he was there. He's lapped me anyway, which means that my race is going to end a lap early. Matt's going to try and sling one up the inside. I don't think he knows that I've got a penalty at this point, but as I'm rally driving around the last couple of laps, Colin McRae, I come around the last corner, my race over, but managed to have got a decent gap, I guess. Rob 1 and J, deserved win for him, and P7 for me, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, and yeah, I did really enjoy the race, which was great. So I'm looking forward to next week in Malaysia. I'll have another video for you on Friday, and until then, yeah, just make sure that you like this video, subscribe. Thanks to everybody at StopDropGaming. I've been Joe Wilkes. Till next time, goodbye.